All right, and thank you for joining into another podcast video. This way we're going to be talking about 5 tips for Military Saves Month. I don't know if you guys know it, but April is Military Saves Month. So as a Marine veteran myself, I feel that it's important to encourage active duty and veterans alike to consider these 5 tips to improving your savings and during your Military Saves Month. Okay, so just spreading the knowledge, spreading the information. If you like what you've heard so far, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you also hit the share button, because that is the way we get this information out to other people, is by sharing it. So if you don't mind, hit the like button, hit the share button, and then comment below your branch. If you're in the military, comment your branch below. If you're not in the military, then what I want you to put is Civ Div. That's CIVDIV, Civ Div, and let everyone know that even though you were not in the military, you still support it. So 5 tips for this Military Saves Month. I'm getting this information from military.com. So if you would like to look at the article, you can go over to military.com and type in 5 tips for Military Saves Month, and the article will come up for you. Now, the benefits of taking these tips in is because you're wanting to reduce your debt. Maybe you are wanting to build some type of wealth. I know one time I had a chief tell me that if I stayed in the military, I would never become a millionaire. I was reading this book, and he saw the book, and it was called The Millionaire Next Door. Pretty sure that some of you may be familiar with that book, but he saw that book, and that's what he had to tell me. That was his advice. Well, I assumed that was his way of thinking, and I didn't judge him for it, but I had my own way of thinking. And although I'm not in the military anymore, the amount of money that we make in the civilian world, it's usually around that amount. We may have to work it a little bit differently because there are certain incentives, or it would seem as so. But nonetheless, that was his advice. So let's get into these tips, shall we? Number 1, automate your savings. Okay, automation is so important. I keep telling everybody this. If you are a type of person who is forgetful, if you are forgetful, okay, automation is your friend. And I'm going to tell you why. You want to automate your bills, automate your savings. And what I mean is you want everything automatically coming out of your account, automatically going into the account, and moving around wherever it needs to move to. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because, 1, you'll never miss a payment. And the only thing you have to focus on is making sure you're putting money into that account. It gives you one thing to focus on, making money, which is one thing that we have been taught to do since we were children, is to go out into the world and make money. So it gives you one thing to focus on instead of focusing on bills and then trying to focus on savings and then investing and paying off debt. And if you automate it all, you'll relieve yourself of a lot of stress, because all you have to do is focus on getting money into the account. So automate your savings, okay? Remember that budget. We have the 70-20-10 for those of us who are just now starting out, and then we also have the 50-30-20 for those of us who are just starting out but maybe are on a higher, income scale. Now that 10% of the budget, or that 20% for my 20%ers doing the 5-30-20 or the 50-30-20, that's what we're working with. We're working with that savings area, okay? So the smallest one for right now is what we're working with. Okay, number 2, prioritize your emergency fund. Okay, that emergency fund, I like to call it a oops fund, because I don't really like to draw any emergencies into my lifestyle. However, I look at it as just in case. It's my just in case fund, or my oops fund. Just in case, just in case I decide to move to another state, I can do that. Just in case I decide to change jobs, because this one is no longer serving me and I want to move something else, then I have something to kind of bridge the financial gap while I search for something else. So your oops fund or your just in case fund, like I call it, but most people will refer to it as an emergency fund. You want to prioritize that fund because it's going to be a safety net for unexpected expenses. It keeps your budget intact so that you never have to bend and pull money out of other areas, like your investment. So it keeps it where you don't have to, dig into your budget. A lot of times mishappenings happen and people have to dig into their budget. So now they're having to take money from over here to put over here to put over there. But if you get on that budget and you put yourself inside of that budget and stick to it, then you should be putting money aside for your savings. And initially, the first thing you want to do is set up what I like to call a just in case fund, or commonly known as a emergency fund. Let's go on to the next one. Number 3, save for your future. That's a good one. Okay, everybody wants to get old. We all want to get old, or hope to get old, or live to a ripe old age, our golden years, if you will. And so therefore we need to save for that, because we're not always going to be fast enough or strong enough to work in this workforce. Or we may not. And even if we are, who wants to work all their lives? So save for your future. Now, you have some possible interests, some possible options here. I'm just going to name a few, but there are more out there. So all you have to do is actually just look the information up. Google will tell you a lot of stuff, but some options are IRAs, 401ks, life insurance, as we saw on the previous video, real estate, debt, and of course there's more on top of that. But look for some things that is going to pay you some type of interest back on your money. So find some way to try to invest so that you will increase the amount of money that you're saving. Number 4, reduce your debt to save. Reduce your debt to save, because that's pretty self-explanatory. You can get rid of some of these debts. You can take that money and use it to some things that you'd rather be using it for, or put it somewhere where it'll actually make you some more money. Manage your budget better. Okay? Know where the money is going. That's the thing, is you know where the money's coming from in most cases, right? Coming from your job, coming from your business. Maybe you sell something, have a side hustle. Maybe you're on a fixed income. You know where your money's coming from. But knowing where your money is going, a lot of people do not know where their money is going. And that is the importance of a budget. Track monthly and adjust as needed. Track your spending. Track it on a monthly basis. Go through, see what you spent your money on. See what you used your money for. Some of you are spending, some of you are using. Y'all know we talked about that in another video. But track your monthly spending and adjust it if you need to. Maybe you went to Starbucks too many times this month. Maybe you want to cut back on it next month. And you want to maybe do some coffee at the house. Save you a couple bucks. But it's still getting the job done, right? So let's get to number 5. Number 5 is saving is a family affair. Saving is a family affair. That is such a real thing. You cannot be a saver while your spouse is a spender. It won't work. You got to get on one accord. So when you're getting married and you're starting a family, it allows you to put together a plan for managing joint finances. Meaning, hopefully there will be more than one set of finances that will help you guys live a lifestyle that is to your likings. And the reason I say that is because 2 can live as one in most cases. So you have 2 incomes and you're living on the income of one and saving another. That can do a lot for you, a little bit of time. Plan money dates. Do them weekly. Maybe you want to do them monthly. But plan those money dates where you can sit down and talk about your finances, the things that you're wanting to do. Maybe you have some financial goals that you want to obtain. Maybe you need a new house, new car. Maybe you just need to raise your credit or lower some debt. Either way it goes, sit down and plan those money dates out and talk about what goals you want to achieve and how you plan to get there. Go over accounts and bills together. And the reason that is very important is because you can tell a lot when you sit down and you look at your bills. You'll be able to see the things that you may need or may not need. You may see how you can improve in some areas. Maybe you can use your electricity during certain hours when it's cheaper. I know that's a thing for some people. But it's important to just make sure you're going over those accounts and make sure you're going over those bills. One, it builds trust with one another and it keeps each other in the know in case where one person needs to do something and the other person's not around. And it's just overall beneficial. And I think also on top of it, and I'm no relationship guru, but it may even help you grow more together. But wait, you gotta start now. Again, this is April savings month. This is April, so hey, the president is already here. We're already halfway through it, over halfway. So if you haven't begun saving for April saving month, make sure you go ahead and start today and then continue that on. Make a pledge. Because this is a lifelong process. There's one thing also that I should hear a lot of people say, it's just like your diet. It's just like your job. It's just like your life. It's your lifestyle. It's not a quick fix, but it's a lifestyle. And so if you get on the process of saving money and investing it wisely and making more money off the money that you have, then you will definitely get to your retirement years and be able to live a great life, whatever your great life is. So if you're up for the challenge, use the link in the description box, and save us using Self. I know a lot of people tell me that they're really bad at saving, but like I tell you, if you're really bad at something, automating it is going to be key. And the reason I tell everyone to try Self first is because it will allow you to automate your savings. And so you can primarily give yourself a loan. That's not really a loan. It's really just going to automate your savings for you and put that money over into an account. And once your savings goal is completed, it will distribute that money back to the account that you tell it to. Along the way, it will also offer you the opportunity to start a credit card. So you will actually have 2 forms of credit on your reporting to your bureaus, and that will be an installment form, and as well as I'm at a loss for words at the moment. It's gonna come back to me. Revolving form of credit. So 2 types of credit on the credit score. And that's always a good start. So whether you're just now starting out or whether you're restarting because you're trying to fix it up and add some good stuff to your credit, Self is definitely something that you can use. I've used it myself in the past. It's helped me boost up my credit by an extra 66 points in a little short bit of time. So I recommend it out to others, and I'll leave that link in the description box for you guys. So all you gotta do is step 1, link and register an account, and then set up a savings account. It's really that easy. It offers automatic pay. Like I said, it automates. It will boost your credit with each successful installment. So every month that it's able to successfully pull the amount out that you're wanting to save, it is going to boost your credit. And then it's going to also give you the option, like I said before, to use those same funds for a secure credit card or have the full balance, taken over to or sent over to the designated account. Now, it is a great way to save money and build credit at the same time, and it's perfect for beginners. Like I said, I have used it myself. So, other than that, we have a little short commercial here. We're going to tune in for just a second, and then I will be back right after that, actually. All right, welcome back. before we get out of here, it's not going to keep you guys too much longer. Make sure you head over to Plans to Prosper LLC. Well, there's all types of stuff over there, guys. We do great services for you guys where we help you get on track, help you to start a new lifestyle, something opposite of what you've been doing with your finances. We want to make some changes. We want to lift the burden of poverty and on the people, and we want to lift it off of the people is what we're trying to do. So go on over there if you're trying to make a change and you're trying to strategize and you say, hey, Patience, I got some goals we want to set, then go on over there and book you a session so that we can get to that. And also, there's merchandise over there. It's all type of merchandise so we can look really nice and you don't have to pay $300, $400 for it. So check out the merchandise over in the shop as well. Now, this is for my people who have businesses. So all my entrepreneurs out there, even if you're not like necessarily a business owner, but say you're an artist, or you have some type of craft, some product or service that you'd like to share out to other people, then get your links ready because you can promote over it. You can promote yourself in the Facebook arena. And also too, there is a video that I put out every week. It's called It's a Network. So if you're wanting to share your story and if you want to promote your business at the same time, then make sure that you do that because you can come over there and do the video with us and let everybody know what you do and who you are. Now, leaders or readers, let me actually put up this one. There we go. Leaders or readers, that is something that we go through every week, guys. So tune in every Tuesday and Thursday for leaders or readers. Well, we go over articles because look, it just is what it is. We're leaders over here. And if you're not a leader, then hey, you're probably in the wrong place. You probably don't even care about reading anything. And that's probably the only reason that you're always behind. I tell people all the time, if you want to stay behind, then don't read. If you want to know what's going on around you, if you want to know how to get around things, how to do more stuff, then hey, you might want to pick up a book, pick up an article, pick up a magazine, do something. But reading is definitely going to keep you ahead and keep you in the know. And lastly, make sure you go over to the YouTube. YouTube, you'll see this picture, this big old picture here, pretty picture. Yeah, that's for the YouTube page. And that's going to be Penny Wise, literally, because we're learning how to get Penny Wise over on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. Go over there and take a look at some of the videos that we already have out of there. Some of those I'm on screen. Some of them I'm not on screen, guys. I haven't really decided what I wanted to do yet. And I'm really having a good time doing a little bit of both. So with that being said, go over on Pennywise and subscribe to the channel, like some of the videos, and definitely leave some love in the comments section. All right, guys, we're going to get up out of here, but thank you so much for tuning in to another segment with financial tips. Like I said, it's April is Military Saves Month. And so I hope you take these tips in and hope it helps someone to start on their lifestyle. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and peace.